styles. And so today I want to talk about 4 basic switches that you need in order to transition from classical to musical theater. Because most of us, when we are coming out of the academy or once we're out of school or whatever, kind of that gentle first crossover step is musical theater. Many of your voice students are singing musical theater. You might be interested in some musical theater, and a lot of times, especially the golden age musical theater, it feels really a little more accessible to classically trained singers. So I want to just start with this genre today and give you 4 things, okay? So the first basic switch that you need to make is a mindset switch, okay? And the mindset switch is this: you are no longer a singer, but you're a messenger. Y'all probably heard me say this. I'm going to keep saying it. You have to flip the switch from singer to messenger, okay? You're a communicator and you're a storyteller primarily, okay? So that means now you are required to be open and vulnerable instead of perfect. Now that comment right there probably about took 90% of y'all out right there. If you do not start out with the mindset shift that you're a storyteller first and not just a singer, you will self-sabotage in musical theater before you sing one note. Okay, it is very, very important that you flip that switch, and that mindset is going to transfer into how you practice in the practice room, what types of vocal exercises you do, how you start to exercise the muscle of having an actor's intent even in the practice room. And I'm going to tie all that together, but that is the number one thing that you have to do, okay, is mindset. Okay. So how can you change that? I'm going to give you some practicals, okay? And I pretty much just said it. You want to start practicing with your acting intent in mind, even in your practice sessions, okay? So here are some questions as you're working on your music or even doing just your basic vocalises. Go ahead and connect a mood, a feel, a vibe, whatever y'all say, connect an emotion to that stuff so you can start exercising that acting muscle. So here's some questions you can ask yourself. What do I want? Okay, whatever character you're playing or whatever thing you're doing, what do I want? Why do I want it now? What's the urgency? What's stopping you from getting it? Okay, what do you do to overcome what's stopping you? What do you do to overcome that obstacle? Okay, and then what happens if you don't succeed? Take your time before you practice and write out simple answers to these things so that when you practice your music and when you're taking parts of your song and just working them in exercise form, you know what you're going after and you can have more emotional intention and not just singing vocal exercises, okay? That's going to help to build and train and strengthen your storytelling skills, all right? So that's the first shift. You got to switch your mindset from singer to speaker, or singer to messenger. So the second switch you need to make from classical to musical theater is you have to retrain your head voice to sound speechy. Let's do an example. So let's see, I got a few songs over here. Let's do From the Light in the Piazza. These are very popular. So what that means, to shift your head voice to sound more speechy, what I do, I would start right here and I would say, these are very popular in Italy, okay? So an energized resonant speech. These are very popular in Italy. These are very popular in Italy. This is a little low. I'm in chest voice. I'm going to take it up a little bit. Right here. So these are very popular in Italy. These are very popular in Italy. Take it up. These are very popular in Italy. These are very popular in Italy. You see how my body starts moving? This is how I practice, y'all. It's like I put a beat to what I'm singing, so it makes me feel like I'm in a zone and I'm not just working my vocal cord muscles, just doing dry exercises, okay? Put a feel to it, right? These are very popular in Italy. Take it up. These are very popular in Italy. And these are very popular in Italy. Okay, so that's what I mean. You got to get this speechy quality in your head voice. And one way to help you do that is to speak the phrase before you sing the phrase, and then put a feel to it. Put it in a context of a dance or a flow or the actual song. Y'all have to excuse me, I have a cough. But put it in the context of the actual song. Don't just sing it like a dry exercise. Okay? So when you practice them with that feel or with that intention, you would be surprised. A lot of times that keeps you from flipping over into that lofty acoustic. These are very popular, right? Flipping over is too lofty. You want to keep it speechy, keep it vernacular, right? You want to keep the vowels like you would speak them phonetically. You want to keep everything aligned, okay, as best you can. All right, so that's the second thing you want to do. The second switch you need to make, you got to get a speech like head voice. The third switch that you need to make is to build clarity, stability, and flexibility in your messy middle voice. Y'all know I was going to talk about it. So when I say messy middle, I'm talking about E4 to E5. That one octave that sits right in the middle for most sopranos, and it is just rough to coordinate, okay? And so typically what I will talk about in this region of the voice is to add that pharyngeal quality, the baby cries, the duck quacks, all the silly sounds, you know, the cartoon sounds. And yes, you need to do that. That is part of the acoustic strategy. You need that. But another thing you need to do, and another way you can do that, is to target the vocal cord muscles themselves. And you can use vocal fry plus compression control exercises, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate what I mean. This is one way. Now, this is more technical. So you're going to do a vocal fry into an E vowel. Why are we doing E? E is very forward. It pulls those vocal cords together so we can get clearer resonance and it's not so breathy. So you want to do a pharyngeal E with the vocal fry. So you can start right on E4 and you're just going to do this. Then just hold it. I like to call these planks, like vocal fry planks. You're just holding it like you're doing a plank. Go here. Here. And then you can go all the way up that octave doing that, okay? If the vocal fry is a little bit challenging for you right now, another strategy you can use is just doing a pharyngeal G. Starts right here. So you'll do G, 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 G. G, 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 G. And then same thing, but you just go all the way up the octave. Both of those are strategies to get more clarity and more stability in your messy middle voice, okay? Now, another option, if you don't want to do that, another way you can do it, again, this involves creating a chant and a beat, right? You can do something like, let's see, where did I start? I totally made this up before I got on here. It just came to me. I thought it was funny. So it's a song, and it's speaking to your middle voice, and it's saying, messy middle bye, messy middle bye, messy middle bye, bye, bye. Right? So you're talking to that messy middle, and you're actually singing in the messy middle. But you're not thinking about what mode am I in and all the kind of things. No, it's more of a higher intensity speech. I don't want to say higher intensity, but it's just a nicely energized speech sound. And then you can take it, excuse me, you guys. You can take it up and you can take it back. So, messy middle bye, messy middle bye, messy middle bye, bye, bye. Messy middle bye, messy middle bye, messy middle bye, bye, bye. Take it down and messy middle bye, messy middle bye, messy middle bye, bye, bye. Messy middle bye, messy middle bye, messy middle bye, bye, bye. One more. Sorry, here it is. And messy middle bye, messy middle, bye. Messy middle, bye, bye, bye. And y'all just have fun with that. So what's happening is you're in that messy middle part of your voice, but you're speaking. It's almost like speech singing or Sprechstimme, what we would call it in classical. You're like half speaking or maybe even intoning. You're half speaking, half singing. I just gave you 3 ways to attack that messy middle, okay? You can do the fry into the plank, E. You can do the pharyngeal gee, 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 or you can sing the messy middle song, okay? All right, good. And then the 4th switch that you need to make is to build, of course, y'all know I'm going to say this. You got to build your chest voice. So when I talk about chest voice, I'm talking about the lower end. So like from F sharp 3 to F sharp 4. But then that belt region has to be popping. It's got to be popping, okay? Excuse me, you all. Okay, I'm determined not to let anything stop me. I hope y'all follow my example. I don't care if I got to show up coughing, if I got to put y'all on pause, if there's a tech delay. I don't care. I know that this work that I'm doing is purposeful and it's meaningful, and it's probably even deeper than what we really understand, as it's helping you reconnect to your origin voice. It's helping you break through some mindsets, some insecurities, some doubts, some disappointments. So I know that this work is deeply impactful and it carries spiritual weight to it. So all these distractions do not deter me. I'm determined to show up and to serve you. Your chest voice, okay, it's got to be popping. The belt region. So when I speak to your belt region, I'm starting at G4 and going up from there. Okay, so like I said, the lower part of the chest for me, I usually measure that F sharp 3 to F sharp 4, and then G4 is where we hit that belt region where stuff starts to change, and y'all are like, oh my God, what's happening? That's the part of the voice we got to get popping in order to sing musical theater, okay? So the way to start getting this part of your voice popping and stable and secure is doing yell practice with intent. Okay, now this is in my manual. If you have my manuals, I talk about yell practice, how to activate your voice for belting. Okay, and don't let the word yell make you like, feel afraid. Yelling is a primal sound that every human being is hardwired to do. If there is something that happens that's exciting, if there is an emergency, it's a natural reaction, kind of like a survival thing. Okay, and so what we want to do is tap into that primal yell and train our voices to belt so that we can insert that into real music. Okay, so, and here's the thing, y'all. When you're starting out trying to establish your belt voice, you don't have to take it up to the rafters. Like, y'all do too much too soon, okay? Just start, make it your goal to establish G4 to C5. Tiny range. But get it firm. And then once you nail that, then you can go on up to high belt. But just take some of the pressure off of yourselves, okay? Just start small and then you build up from there. You can scale. So yell practice on different vowel combos. So a belt likes an open vowel. So I would start on an open vowel. So you could do, hey, stay away. So I would say it first. Hey, stay away. Hey, stay away. Hey, stay away. Hey, stay away. Right? And I'm seeing somebody or something that's coming toward me that I don't want it to come. Right? And so when I'm singing this, hey, stay away. Hey, stay away. There's an intention that's connected to it. This is how you practice this. Hey, stay away. Hey, stay away. Hey, stay away. Hey, stay away. I'm going to try to get to see. Here we go. Hey, stay away. Hey, stay away. Right? And that's C5. And then I would take that back down, and then I would stop for the day. When you first start off belting, it's small chunks. right? Not for a long time, but you're activating your yell. That's the strategy. So, hey, stay away is one. And then for closed vowels, now these are going to be the hardest, but you will work your way up to it. You can do you need me here. Same thing on a 5-1. Simple. You need me here. And all of these I'm starting right on G4. You need me here. You need me here. And then take it up to C5. Okay? So I know that might have felt a little bit clunky, but the biggest takeaway is to activate your yell. Okay? Just do simple little speech-like exercises. Notice in none of these, except for the vocal fry into the vowel, but none of these exercises include like me, mom, me, momo. None of that kind of stuff. All of these exercise patterns are phrases. They're speech sentences or speech sounds. Again, why? Because you're retraining your brain that I'm a communicator first. I'm a storyteller first. I'm not just a singer. I have something to say and I have a feeling and an emotion connected to it. And that is how you practice. Okay. So let me recap and then we will be finished. So to recap, the 4 basic switches that you need to transition from classical to musical theater. Number 1, you have to change your mind from singer to speaker. Okay. Number 2, you have to find speech quality in your head voice again. Number 3, you need to establish clarity, stability, and flexibility in your messy middle voice. And you can do that through vocal fry planks, compression control, or singing the song that I gave you with the beat. Okay. And then the 4th thing you want to do is to get your the belt region of your chest voice. You got to get it popping. All right. So if you have questions, you can drop them. If you want me to help you to establish any of this stuff that I just talked about, you can join me inside of my Fast Foundation Mixed Belt Skill Builder Masterclass. It is a group training. Is live every first Wednesday. So in 2 days, February 4th, we will be meeting live at 12 p.m. Eastern for 90 minutes of group coaching. That is the time for you to bring your questions, to bring portions of songs, to bring your contemporary exercises, whatever you want me to listen to that is related to transitioning from classical to musical theater or classical to contemporary. This is a space where you can do it. The price is $69 a month, guys. It's pennies. It is the lowest ticket offer that I have. It's the lowest risk, okay? It's $69 a month and you can cancel anytime. There are no contracts. So when you enroll within the next 48 hours, you do get a free 30 to 40 minute private session with me. Okay. You would schedule that on your own time, but everybody who enrolls within the next 48 hours to be in the class on Wednesday, you get a free bonus session. So don't miss that. If you know you need some guided instruction just to get you started on this journey or to get some clarity in some areas where you're still kind of fuzzy, join me inside this vocal masterclass. I would be so happy to see you, to work with you, and to serve you there. Replay watchers, thank you for watching. Thank you guys for sticking with me today, even though we had some ups and downs, but we made it. I'll be back soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Y'all see this? I can't even get out. I don't know what's going on with my computer today. It's nuts. I can't even get out. Oh, God.